What's up, guys? It's Missy, and I'm back with another video on SimCity Build It, and we're actually going to talk about feeder cities today. What is a feeder city? What is the best way to build your feeder city? What to unlock, what to upgrade, things like that. So if you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe, and if you guys have any questions on this video or you want me to do a video on a different topic, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. And I promise I will get back to you guys. So let's go ahead and jump into this video. And the first thing that I want to point out to you guys is this is not my feeder city. This is a main city. And you're going to have to run your feeder city on a different device, unless you're running it on PC and you're using one of the apps where you can, run multiple tabs. So when you do your new device, you'll have to go through the tutorial, and then it'll let you decide if you want to access your saved data or not. I recommend making a second Facebook to save your feeder, and the reason that I recommend it is because, one, so that you have it saved, and two, so that you can access your feeder's depot. Without being able to access your feeder's depot early on, it'll take you longer to build your feeder city. You won't be able to swap items in between it, and you will have to level up to at least level 19 so that you can join a group and then access the depot that way. So it's just a good idea to go ahead and make that Facebook and get that saved in. Now, I hope somebody that works at SimCity maybe catches on to this video and hears me say this. Why haven't you guys given us a username and login for our city so that we can have multiple, and so that it's just easier for us to save it, and then give us like a way that we can friend people, in game, so that we don't have to add people to our Facebook list. Because, and I did make a video on this, it's a very short video, but don't add people on Facebook unless you're sure they're not going to ransack your depot. Because most of the time when you unfriend them, the game does not recognize it right away, and they'll sit on your friends list for weeks. Some have been sitting on my friends list for a year, and I can't get them to come off, okay? But I kind of went on a rant there. Anyways, when you first start your feeder city, you're going to want to decide what it is that you want from your feeder city. What's the reason for making it? Because that will determine what you need to do to be successful at your feeder city. So the main reason that people make feeder cities is for storage, or rares in general. Maybe you're too high level and you're not finding them very often, and you just want a quicker, easier way to get some of this stuff unlocked. Another reason is for contest of mayors. Maybe you guys want to add some more points to your club. You're short just a little bit and you want to add some. Or maybe you want production. You want to make flour, donuts, whatever. You need coins. So those are the main reasons that people make them. Maybe it's all of the above. Now, if it's strictly for rares, you're going to want to keep your feeder city below level 10. At level 8 is when you're going to find the highest amount of rares. The algorithm of the game is higher at level 8 than any other level, okay? Hence why you're going to want to go ahead and link your Facebook to that so that you're able to get those rares without having to level up to level 19. If you're making your feeder city for production or coins, you're going to want to unlock your shops and unlock at least half of the shop slots. There's a total of 11 slots at each shop, and you're going to want to unlock at least an additional 5. Okay? That way you have at least 6 hours of production without having to open the game up and constantly be on your feeder. It might even be okay if you use like one shop more than others, because a lot of people are going to be using the barn more than they're going to be using the appliance store. You could just unlock all 11 on there if you wanted to. Now, a lot of people want to know, like, what do I do? Do I focus my feeder on unlocking my stores? Do I, focus on, high population? And the bottom line is you have to do what fits your needs. If you're doing it for contest and bears, you're going to want to place out the best factories that you can, the highest level that you've achieved, whether it be the 4 slots, the 5 slots, whatever. And keep in mind, I don't know, a lot of you don't know this, but when you buy your factories, they leave a brown square on the ground. It's a, can't even think of the name. It's a pollution square. So it will bring the happiness level of the Sims down. And what most people don't realize is that this nano factory at the very end, it costs $50,000 to build it. It has 5 slots. This one costs $20,000 to build and has 5 slots. The only difference between these 2 buildings here is the pollution square. It doesn't go any faster. It doesn't add any more additional slots. So you have to ask yourself, is it worth $30,000 for each factory to have a little bit different of a look and have that pollution square gone? Now for me, I bought 2 of them and I realized, hey, no, I don't want to pay 30,000 times, 12. So I said, screw it, and I'm not doing it. And my shops are actually up front, right in front of my factories, so I can just quickly, collect and then go straight to my stores. They're not near any houses, so I'm actually okay to do that. Now, if you have yours near your houses, you're not going to want, pollution square, obviously. So, in case you guys didn't know that, that's how that works. But when it comes to your feeder city, it's probably not the best idea to invest that amount of coins to your feeder. You're going to want as many slots as possible because you're going to want to make as much coin as possible. Now, a lot of you probably know how to switch coins over. I've actually had quite a few people join my group and go, well, how are you going to give me money? There should be an option in the game to just gift money, but there's not. So what you'll have to do is you'll have to grab an item, and typically you're going to want to grab the most expensive item that you have unlocked that you're willing to risk in case the person steals it from you. So I wouldn't recommend doing a rare, stack of rares unless you know the person really well. And you're going to want to take, let's say 5 hamburgers. They sell for, 18,000 or something. And you're going to want to max out the price and then buy it from your feeder and then post it back for sale for pennies. Okay? And just keep doing that. And that's how you're going to swap your money over. Rares is another one that you're going to want to swap over. I would probably gift the rares. Now, on your feeder city, you're going to want to upgrade your storage a little bit. You don't start up, with all that much storage space. So depending on what it is that you're wanting from your feeder city, if you're wanting it to hold all your rares, you're going to want to unlock more slots. If you're holding it for production, maybe you want 200. I don't know. Whatever it is that you want. I would recommend at minimum having at least 100 storage unlocked on your feeder. And because even if you have 30 or 40 taken up with, brown text, you got to be able to at least collect a batch from all your factories and hold a couple of items. So you're going to need at least 100 storage minimum. I would not put a lot of time into your feeder right away until you know what exactly you want from it. And also don't level it up. Don't be in a hurry to level it up if you don't know what you want from it, because you can't unlevel. And it takes a while to get leveled up. So if you, rush and hurry, you might have to just say, oh, well, I leveled up too much and now you got to go back and bulldoze and, start a whole new feeder city. And then you'll have to start a whole new Facebook, and it's just hectic. So don't be in a hurry to level up right away. If you guys have any questions, I can't really think of anything else to bring to the table as far as feeder cities goes at the moment. If you guys have any questions, go ahead. Like I said, leave them in the comments below. If you want me to do a video on another topic, let me know. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. So thanks for watching.